YouTube, what is going on? It is Sunday, April 19th, 2015, and we are today going to be going over what the hell is wrong with the New York Knicks. Phil Jackson, if you are listening to this video, I know I'm a couple days late. Obviously, I made a video last week about, I haven't made a video in a while, but, I'm coming back online and I'm going to be talking about, recent stuff that happened, but if you're Phil Jackson and you're running the New York Knicks and your goal this year, the only goal that they had after they figured out that, hey, we suck, we really suck, when they figured that out, your only goal is to lose every single game for the rest of the year. That's all they got to do. You just got to wind up with the worst record in the league so you can lock up the number one seeding for the NBA draft lottery, which happens in June, or which happens in May. And actually, it's going to happen in a couple weeks now. Obviously, anyone in the NBA is going to be a competitive person. You're going to want to, compete. You're going to want to win every game that you possibly can. Now, as the GM and as the head of basketball operations for the New York Knicks, you have to go in there and tell Derek Fisher, listen, stay competitive, keep putting butts in the seats at Madison Square Garden. But at the end of the day, the future of this franchise depends on us losing now. They didn't win back-to-back games all season until the end of the season. They had 15 losses. Minnesota had 16 going into the probably last 5 or 6 game stretch of the season. What'd they do? They won 2 games in a row. They ended up 17 wins. And, that's all she wrote. They got the number 2 seed. They almost won the last game that they played, or came close to winning one of the last games they played, and almost finished with the 3rd seed. How do you do that? You're not making the playoffs. Winning any games does nothing for you except hurt you. As Derek Fisher is the coach, and as Phil Jackson is the GM and basketball operations president, you have to step in and say, hey guys, listen, I understand, Langston Galloway, Lou Amundsen, who I love, he's from my college, UNLV. They got a couple other guys that are, bounced around the league, or they're D-leaguers and they're really trying to make an impact for a future contract. You can go out there and show out. But at the end of the day, you have to lose the games. I mean, listen, everyone says there's no tanking in the NBA. Stop it. There's obviously tanking in the NBA. You can go ask the Philadelphia 76ers. They've been doing it for years. And I expect within 2 to 3 years, they're going to be atop of the Eastern Conference every single year. They're going to be a powerhouse. Granted, everyone comes back healthy like Joel Embiid and Nerlens Noel, and they're definitely going to pick up someone nice this year. They have to figure this out. I mean, the teams are tanking. Give them a reason not to tank. There has to be some sort of solution. Maybe you take the worst teams in the league at the end of the year, you put them in a playoff. So every team in the playoffs, or every team is in a playoff. Maybe you're fighting for the best seed. Maybe you're fighting for the championship. But I think at the end in the postseason, they should try to get, first off, they're going to make more revenue from that. More games mean more money. They're going to put teams, do 1-game playoff like the NCAA tournament, the worst 14 teams in the NBA, and you put them in a playoff bracket, and the team that wins gets the number 1 pick. You're going to have tanking if that happens? Absolutely not. You want to have, the best record gets the best seed. Maybe they get a bye. I think that's how they should work it. If you're the worst team in the league, figure out how you can get better. You shouldn't be able to lose and then get a better pick and jump up. That kind of counterproductive. But that's neither here nor there. That's a future thing. Maybe they should implement that. But as of right now, the New York Knicks, what are they thinking? How the hell on earth do you go out there and win games at the end of the year when all it can do is hurt you? Now, granted, the Cleveland Cavaliers got the number 1 pick 3 out of the last 5 or 6 years. And they didn't have the worst record in the league. They didn't even have close to the worst record in the league. Statistically, that shouldn't happen, though. The number 1 pick in the NBA draft gets 25% of the ping pong balls in play. Now, is it like, you have a 1 in 4 chance. Out of the last 23 years, that since they've had the draft lottery, the worst team in the league has gotten the number 1 pick 3 times. Now, statistically, they should have gotten it roughly 6 times. So they've gotten it half of as many times. Again, it's statistics. It's only 23 trials. If you ran it over 1 million trials, they would get 25 out of every 100 selections. That's statistics. But still, I mean, you want to set yourself up with the best shape. You know, it's just like flipping a coin. If a coin is going to come up heads 80% of the time, my money's going on heads. It could come up tails. It could certainly come up tails, but my money's going on heads because I go statistically, and you know, that's how you make smart decisions. So what do you guys think? I know I have some Knicks fans as subscribers on this channel. As you guys know, I am a humongous Knicks fan, so I had to make a video that was tailored just to you guys. What do you guys think? Is Phil Jackson just completely out of his mind? Do these players just not care? I think that's a strong possibility. I think that some of the players on the team, they know they're not going to be there next year. They're fighting for their careers in other cities, other franchises. But, you know, at the end of the day, what do you guys think? Is it up to the players? Is it up to the coaches? What do you guys think is the right move for the NBA to make so we can have, you know, a little bit more competitive balance? You know, you really want to have every team in the mix at the end of the season. You don't want teams that are just throwing the towel in after 10 games, realizing they have no shot. You know, drop it in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. And we're going to start making a lot more videos. NBA playoffs are ramping up. We are getting done with the first set of games for round 1 right now. I know Cleveland won today. I know Golden State won yesterday. I'm going to make a video right now after this one's done. Who is going to be in the NBA Finals, in my opinion. Thanks for watching. This has been that NBA guy, Josh. I appreciate you guys. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.